Hello and welcome, my friend. Today's message is for your future self, the version of you who speaks English with confidence, clarity, and purpose. The version of you who is not afraid to start a conversation, not afraid to express ideas, not afraid to be understood. That version of you is real, and every small moment you practice today brings you closer to that future. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to keep going, step by step, word by word, day by day. Because English is not only a skill, it is a gift you give to your future self. Every sentence you speak, every mistake you make, every effort you try becomes a small investment in the person you will become. And your future self will thank you. So breathe, relax, and let's grow together. Think of this clearly. When you practice speaking today, you are building a stronger, wiser, more confident version of yourself tomorrow. Maybe you feel shy. Maybe you feel slow. Maybe you think your voice isn't ready yet. But your future self is waiting for you, waiting for the courage you show today. Speaking is a journey, not a test. There is no pass or fail. There is only progress. Your mouth learns, your mind adapts, your confidence grows. And one day, you will look back and realize that every small practice session, every simple sentence, every tiny effort became the foundation of your fluency. You are not just practicing English, you are creating your future. Use these words in your sentences today. Speak them out loud. Repeat them slowly. Let your voice feel the meaning, not just the sound. Because your future self is shaped by the words you practice now. And remember this, every time you speak English, even for 1 minute, you become stronger. Every time you try again, you become braver. And every time you repeat, you become better. Keep practicing for your future self. They are waiting for you with pride. Use these words in your sentences today. Speak them out loud. Repeat them slowly. Let your voice feel the meaning, not just the sound. Because your future self is shaped by the words you practice now. And remember this, every time you speak English, even for 1 minute, you become stronger. Every time you try again, you become braver. And every time you repeat, you become better. Keep practicing for your future self. They are waiting for you with pride. And as we continue, I want you to remember something deeply important. The future version of you is not a stranger. It is you, just a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more confident than the person you are today. And every time you practice English, every time you speak even a single sentence, you are stepping closer to becoming that person. You may not see the progress in 1 day. You may not feel the change in a week. But slowly, silently, almost invisibly, your future self is taking shape. Your voice becomes steadier, your words become clearer, your mind becomes calmer. And one day, when you speak, you will notice something powerful. The fear is smaller, the hesitation is lighter, and the confidence is louder. That is the reward of small, daily practice. Think about this truth for a moment. Your future self depends on you. They depend on the choices you make today. They depend on your courage. They depend on your consistency. They depend on your willingness to show up, even when you're tired, even when you're busy, even when you feel shy, even when you think you're not ready. Because no one becomes fluent accidentally. No one becomes confident suddenly. Confidence grows from seeds planted through practice. Every word you speak is a seed. Every sentence is a seed. Every conversation is a seed. And one day, the seeds you plant today will become a garden of confidence in your future. Your future self also needs you to be patient. Learning a language is not a straight road. Some days you feel amazing. Some days you feel discouraged. Some days your speaking flows. Some days it feels stuck. And that's normal. Every learner goes through this. Even native speakers have days when their words don't feel right. But here is the magic. The days when you struggle are the days you grow the most. Because you are training your brain to handle difficulty. You're training your emotions to accept imperfection. You're training your voice to keep going even when it feels uncomfortable. Your future self will thank you for every difficult day you chose not to quit. And when you think about your future, I want you to imagine something clearly. Imagine a moment in the future where your English changes your life. Maybe you speak confidently in a meeting. Maybe you introduce yourself to someone new. Maybe you travel and speak without fear. Maybe you get a job because of your fluency. Maybe you inspire someone else to learn. Whatever that moment is, it is waiting for you. It is real. It belongs to you. And every minute you practice today is a step toward that moment. It's not far away. It's closer than you think. And your future self is standing there, smiling, knowing that you're getting closer. Now, let's talk about something many learners forget. Speaking is not only about the mouth, it is also about the mind. Your mind must learn to trust itself in English. You must teach your mind that it's okay to speak. It's okay to try. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to sound imperfect. When you practice speaking, you are not only training your voice, you are training your mind to believe in itself. You are telling your brain, I can do this. I am learning. I am improving. I am becoming fluent. Your brain needs repetition. Your confidence needs repetition. Your success needs repetition. That is why small daily practice is more powerful than long occasional practice. 1 minute a day is better than 1 hour a week. Because the brain grows from consistency, not intensity. And let's be honest, sometimes you don't feel motivated. Sometimes you don't feel energetic. Sometimes you don't feel confident. That is part of every journey. But here is something beautiful. Motivation does not create action. Action creates motivation. When you take one small step, your brain gets energy. When you speak one sentence, your confidence wakes up. When you repeat a line, your courage grows. You don't have to feel motivated to practice. You just need to begin. And when you begin, motivation arrives. Your future self begins to push you, encourage you, guide you. The person you are becoming starts to cheer for the person you are right now. Now, I want to share something deeply important. Your voice matters. Many learners think their voice is not good enough. They compare themselves to others. They think they sound strange or different or not English enough. But remember this, every voice in this world is unique. Your voice tells a story that no one else can tell. Your accent is a part of your identity. Your tone is part of your heart. Your words are part of your journey. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to sound like you, just a more confident, more fluent version of yourself. Your future self doesn't want you to erase your voice. They want you to strengthen it. Let's also talk about the emotional part of speaking. When you speak in a new language, you are not only using words, you are opening a part of your heart. You are allowing people to hear you, to understand you, to connect with you. And that requires courage. Many learners are not afraid of English. They are afraid of being seen. They are afraid of being judged. They are afraid of being misunderstood. But here is a comforting truth. Everyone, even in their own language, feels this sometimes. You are not alone. And the more you speak, the more your fear shrinks. Speaking is not only a skill, it is an emotional practice. It teaches you to trust yourself, to express yourself, to open yourself. And your future self will be grateful for every moment you were brave. Now, let's take a deep breath together. Slowly in, slowly out, and remind ourselves why we are learning. You are learning English not only for grammar or vocabulary. You are learning for connection, for opportunity, for confidence, for your future. Every new word expands your world. Every new sentence expands your identity. Every moment you practice expands your possibility. Your future self will live in a world that is bigger, brighter, and wider because of the English you practice today. Imagine that world. Imagine the people you'll meet. Imagine the doors that will open. Imagine the confidence you will carry. All of that begins with the small steps you take right now. Let's continue with some more vocabulary. Not just words, but words that carry emotional strength, words your future self will use often. Courage, noun, the ability to do something even when you feel scared. Sentence, speaking English takes courage. Transform, verb, to change something completely, usually for the better. Sentence, daily practice will transform your speaking. Resilient, adjective, able to keep going even after difficulty. Sentence, every learner must be resilient. Aspire, verb, to hope or aim for something great. Sentence, I aspire to speak English confidently. Consistency, noun, doing something regularly without long breaks. Sentence, consistency is more powerful than perfection. Fluency, noun, the ability to speak smoothly and naturally. Sentence, fluency grows slowly, but it grows with practice. Speak these words out loud. Feel their meaning. Imagine your future self using them freely, naturally, confidently. Because words shape identity, and these words shape your future identity as a fluent speaker. Now let's go deeper into the motivational part of your journey. Your future self wants you to know something. You are capable of so much more than you think. You may feel limited today, but your future self is unlimited. They speak with ease, they communicate with confidence, they express ideas with clarity. They inspire others, and that person is not far away. They are within you right now, waiting for you to practice, waiting for you to grow, waiting for you to keep going. You may not realize it, but every time you practice speaking, even alone in your room, even quietly, even slowly, you are becoming the person your future self dreams of being. You are building a skill that many people wish they had the courage to build. You are learning a language that opens the world. You are preparing yourself for opportunities you haven't even imagined yet. And your future self is cheering for you with every word you speak. And here is something powerful. Your future self will never regret the time you spent practicing. They will never say, I wish you spoke less. They will say, thank you. Thank you for trying. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for believing in our future. Every effort you make today becomes a gift for your tomorrow. Every sentence you practice becomes a bridge to your dreams. Every moment of courage builds the future you want. So continue speaking, slowly, gently, confidently. Speak when you feel ready. Speak when you don't feel ready. Speak when it's easy. Speak when it feels difficult, because effort creates fluency. Courage creates confidence. Practice creates your future. And your future self is waiting, smiling, and whispering back to you, keep going. You're getting closer. I believe in you.